Subjunctive Clauses by Hannah and Alex, Latin 2. The first slide is a chart to show sequence and tenses. On the left-hand side, there is a degree of the main verb. If the main verb is present, future, or future perfect, it will be in the primary sequence. When the main verb is in the primary sequence, you will translate the subjunctive using normal indicative translations. If the main verb is imperfect, perfect, or pluperfect, it will be in secondary sequence. When the main verb is in the secondary sequence, you translate the present subjunctive as was, were, verbing. If the subjunctive is perfect, you will translate it as has verbed. If the subjunctive is future, you will translate it as would verb. The second slide shows a chart for vowel change that occurs only in the present subjunctive. This can be remembered by we wear a diaper. In first conjugation, you change the A to an E. In second, you change the long E to an EA. In third conjugation, you change the E to an A. In third IO and fourth conjugation, you change the I to an IA. The first clause is purpose clause. Purpose clause is the reason why the main action of the verb took place. How it's formed. It needs a present or imperfect subjunctive. Needs to have an ud in Latin and a may or might, along with an in order that in English. The example that we have in English is, I go to school in order that I may learn. In Latin, that translates to, ia ad ludum ut discam. The second clause is result clause. Result expresses the result of the action of the main verb. How it's formed. The main verb is in the subjunctive. It's triggered by a so word and by an ut. The so words in Latin include tot, tantum, ita, tom, and talia. The example that we have in English is, they fought so bravely that they had defeated the enemies. In Latin, that would be pugnaverunt tot forta ut hostas vicerunt. Hortatory is a sentence that begins with the word let in English and that gives a command. How it's formed. The subjunctive needs to be in present tense and either first singular plural or third singular plural. Example that we have in English is, let me write this. In Latin, that would be translated to hoc scribam. The fourth and final clause that we have to talk about is indirect command. Indirect command is a command given indirectly. How it's formed. Uses command, persuade, and warning words. Some clue words in Latin are ut, imperio, persuadeo, and moneo. The verb is in the subjunctive. Example. She warns me that the kind man is dangerous. In Latin, that would be translated to muneot me ut amicus vir sit pericubus.